Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. Hope your week has gone well. Those of you that this is your Friday, hope the end of the week goes well too. Yesterday I drank out of a lady cup because lady was a Christmas present. Today I got to drink out of Tramp, right? It's a set, got to use them both. So I got Tramp with me today. He was a stud, one of my favorite Disney characters growing up, and I still like Tramp. Drinking out of that mug this morning. And because it's the holiday season and people are still shopping to find the final gifts and so forth, I noticed the Missoula Mall, which is like the only mall left in Montana that is really doing well. The Billings one might be doing good too. Some of the other malls have dried up and gone away. Helena, they closed it, ripped it down. Buttes, it's dead. Missoula Mall, still really busy, which I'm glad to see. It's good for the community to have the stores busy and so forth. But people are out shopping. Thought, I'd give a couple little tips, more aimed at the ladies who carry a purse, but for anybody with packages, these are relevant. They keep you safe because stealing purses, stealing packages and so forth, a common crime, especially in the holidays when you got more of it going on. So, a couple different things to look out for. Someone's following you too close, whether that's in the mall, in the store, in the parking lot for sure. I don't want people following me real close. What are they following you close for? That's a sign. Unnecessary bumps or distractions can be a sign. A lot of times criminals will work in teams. Pickpockets are very good with this. One person bumps you, distracts you, the second person steals your wallet or whatever they're stealing, and then they hand it off to a third person. So they'll work in those kind of teams. So if you got this unnecessary bump, distraction, somebody is doing something, is somebody else trying to rip you off while that's going on. So that's a warning sign. You see a person repeatedly in the same aisles, tracking where you're going, that can be a sign of what's going on there. Why does this person keep showing up? Someone might be watching your purse, watching your package, watching something. Why? What's going on there? So those are some signs that something might be wrong. Things you can do about it. For ladies, you can have the purse in a strap that goes across your chest, making it a little bit harder to steal. You can have it a zip purse. So it's zipped up. It's not open. Those open purses, boom, a guy bumps you. The other guy reaches in, takes stuff out and is gone, passes it off to his buddy and they're off in the crowd. So having it zipped up where they can't get into it easy. You can carry it like a football. A long time ago, I made a video down in California where I was showing how to carry a purse. And I borrowed a purse and was showing that it, gave my detractors something to make fun of me for because I'm teaching people how to be safe and they had to make jokes about me and my purse. Well, that's fine because I'm helping people stay safe. But carrying it like a football and keeping it tucked in, keeping it zipped, the ways to keep it safe. It's a good idea when you're out and about to have one hand free. You don't want to be carrying so much to the car that both hands, they're not free. And then when you get to the car, how do you get your key and open your car without being all distracted and jumbled and so forth? So making multiple trips, buying things, taking them out to the car, going back, having a friend that can carry some. But one of you, for sure, should have one hand free. You can get the key out, unlock the car safely and easily instead of being all, trying to find it and so forth. It also allows you, if you need to access something to defend yourself, I recommend Reflex Protect. Pepper spray is another tool that can be used and so forth. But you want to be able to access that and use it and deploy it with one hand. So where are you carrying it? That's important. and then being able to get it one-handed and use it one-handed. And that's a good reason to have one hand free. So you got that hand free to get your keys to unlock your car. You have that hand free to deploy a weapon such as Reflex Protect if needed. So that's something you can do. Secure your packages. Don't leave them. I see people sometimes, they'll have stuff and they'll buy it from one store, then they go to another store and they put that already purchased thing in their cart, and then they ignore their cart. You see that a lot. And you see people ignoring their purse left in the cart, already purchased packages and things left in their cart, or left somewhere because they're on their way. They already bought their stuff, but they stop to get a snack or a drink, and then they leave it unattended and easy for somebody to walk off with. Make sure things are secure. You've already paid for them. They're yours. Keep them secure so nobody leaves with them. So that's something you could do. Avoid flashing cash. Avoid flashing and having high ticket items out in the open where they're easy to see and maybe take. You bought your stuff and you have your most expensive item on the top of the bag where it's visible and easy to see and maybe easy to grab. Electronic device, a game, a phone or something. Be smart about it. Keep high ticket items hidden away where they're not attracting the wrong people. Cash, and I've talked about that before. You don't want to flash large amounts of cash and so forth. I prefer to use credit cards. I get my points, I get my miles. Just make sure if you're using credit cards, you can pay them off in full at the end of the month. Don't get screwed over by that credit card interest. Just some really basic, simple things that people sometimes forget. You're saying, Alan, that's common sense. Well, common sense is not commonly practiced, so I'm reminding you. So when you're out this weekend doing some of the final shopping, because we only got a couple of weeks left, right? You do so safely, and it's an enjoyable shopping trip, and nothing bad happens to you. That's sort of what I wanted to share today. Want to say good morning to some folks. Thad's here and said good morning. Good morning, Thad. Appreciate you being here and saying good morning. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicky. Good. Oh, I guess it's just Jay today. Jay said good morning from Jay. Maybe Vicky was at work and couldn't be with us this morning, but all the best to both of you. Thanks for saying hello. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon said mall advice for people more apt to be carrying a purse. So you're obviously talking about a mall. Mall. Dixon. Thank you, Dixon, for being here. Always bringing some levity and different things to the show. I appreciate that. Everybody, go out. Make it a fantastic Friday. Stay safe as you're shopping and enjoying the holiday festivities in your local areas. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about a couple books. Sunday, going to talk about holiday traditions and how many of the holiday traditions that I've been doing for years, we're not doing this year. So make it a fantastic Friday. Join me tomorrow for books. Join me Sunday for holiday traditions. Share these Coffee with Allens to others. And let's just make everything a little bit better and safer.